Aussie pride! Okay, everybody, listen up. What we represent is the idea and the faith of our nation, okay? When I say nation, as I've told you before, not the dirt you're standing on, not the flags on these sticks, the spirit that lives in your heart as Australian people. That's what makes us here. Don't forget it. Now, before we go, I want to remind you all that our nation is an idea, it is a faith. It lives inside us. But a faith, a truth, must have a champion. You must be always willing to fight and defend what is inside you. Because if you don't, then you no longer have any right to complain when people take it away. You always have to fight, always be strong, just like in the days of our great-grandfathers. They gave up their lives willingly. Not only gave up their lives, but suffered so much so we could be here today. Let's show them what we're made of. This is going to be a struggle. It's not going to be easy. But that's what we're good at as Australians. Good at working hard and struggling. So stay with me. Aussie pride! Aussie pride! Nationwide! Nationwide! Hurrah! Hurrah!
back.
burgers.
Yeah? Okay. Alrighty.
where the commotion is.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your hat. You want the flag? You want the flag?
No, it's alright. I prefer my hands. Free and easy. Five arrests, anti-drug pepper spray, playing the big boxing. Last time I felt that word. Two mates in well, my mate's at 1,000, but I think it's only about 3. I don't know. We'll find out when we get there.
Not shit, mate. Don't come on me. We'll give it slower now.
Better early than late.
Can't be all pushing no shut, brother.
Everybody's the same.
See if they even let us get in.
The boys have the weather on
I
anyway.
know, I thought it was going to be like yesterday.
Yeah. Pretty much all week.
Some more, boys.
Welcome.
All right. You're welcome. Got a hold of the flag. What?
Yep.
Yeah. There you go, mate.
They burn these cars.
He had to walk around.
We're maybe unlocked over the other side.
Come on out.
I'm trying to find a friend.
Down came a jumbuck to drink.
That's what I'm saying. What is that? The European one.
Jumped away when it grabbed him with
He
He sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his stomach. You can come along, sing Matilda. Sing Matilda, waltz, sing Matilda. You come along, sing Matilda with me. He sang as he shoved that jumbuck in his stomach.
We're here, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a lot more. I suppose no opposition, nothing breaking through.
Up rose the squatter, mounted on his
Looks like it's going to be pretty straightforward.
Round the troopers, 1, 2, 3. With the jolly jumbuck that you got in your tucker bag, you come along, sing Matilda with me. Waltz, sing Matilda, waltz, sing Matilda. You come along, sing Matilda with me. With the jolly jumbuck that you got in your tucker bag, you come along, sing your down from me.
So is that speech or that's a fine?
Up jumped the swag, sprang into the billabong. Never take me alive, said he. And his ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. Come along, sing Matilda with me. Waltz, sing Matilda, waltz, sing Matilda. You come along, sing Matilda with me. His ghost may be heard as you pass by that billabong. You come along, sing Matilda.
Federal Police that you can't see. We want to thank all of you in our uniform. Thank you. We want to thank all the reclaim organisers. Julia, thank you. Thank you to all that have played up today in the cold morning. Next process. You can hang on, you speak the truth. Now I implore you all, do what you can in your own sphere of influence to reclaim Australia. To keep Australia Australian. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Thank you very much. Please be safe on your way home.
When I was a young man, I cried me breakfast. I was the I was the wrong person. On a green basin, with a dusty I walked my Matilda all over. That is 1950s, big countries and sun. It's time to come around. Let's work to be done.
How are you?
So they gave me a tin hat. They gave me
I did some good times actually.
and they fed me. When the band played a waltzing Matilda, when the ship pulled away from
Hey, Mark.
and a middle cheers like
Some Patriots.
Okay, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we've got more people, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, go and take it out.
Freedom from misogyny! Freedom from slavery!
Thank everybody for coming down here today. I'd like to thank you for coming here and taking time out of your day to hear our message. We live in an age of decadence. We live in a time where political correctness and people's feelings outweigh the importance of this nation. A time is coming, my fellow Australians, where we no longer subscribe to this totalitarian ideology. We believe in the idea of a nation, one that is founded upon family, and these families create communities, and these communities create our great nation. And within our family we have a family home, and within this home we decide who comes and who does not come in our home. And we decide who eats our food, who sleeps in our beds. And within our communities, we decide who does and who doesn't live in them. But why is it that at a national level, if we say we do not want people within our home, we are branded as heretics? But the term heretic has changed. We are now racists, we are now Islamophobes, and the list goes on. Disgusting!
Hypocrisy!
Why are we here today?
Patriotism!
Why are we here today?
Freedom! Freedom of speech!
Soldiers and sacrificing lives for our freedom!
Every year it gets worse. Every year it is harder for our children to get houses in this country. Every year it's more congested. Every year our society decays and rots from the inside. And these weak pillars of lies that uphold this evil system will break down and make way for the new. Us. I believe in the Anzac spirit. I believe in the spirit of this nation. And I came down here to this very city on Anzac Day, and I saw the real Australians. I saw us lining the streets. I saw us cheering for our defence, for our members that we actually think are making a difference, not these clowns in Parliament. We don't march for them. We march for our ancestors. We march for the Anzacs and for everything that they fought and struggled and died for. We are being asked to coexist and to be tolerant. We are being asked to coexist with something that wants to dominate us. It wants to destroy us. We all know it deep down inside, but we can't say it. We are being strangled. We are being suffocated by a system that wishes to control us into a nation is no longer ours. We will not coexist. We will no longer lie down on our backs and let our society be dominated. We will not turn into England. We will not turn into Sweden. These countries are on the brink of civil war, and we want peace. If not us, then who? If not us, then who will stand up? No one. What is the point? What is the point of immigration that does not benefit us? What is the point of immigration without integration? Nothing. No point. Patriots of this great nation, we are fighting for a worthy cause, and we will struggle and fight and never give in until the full nature of our purpose has been fully achieved.
Excellent speech.
You'll have to forgive me, I don't have a walk on me. On April 4th, some of you heard me speak for the first time. Probably only a small amount of you that remember it. On that day, I resolved to discover for myself if the Australian people still had a spirit within them. A spirit that still understood what the nation was. Because today we live in a time where everybody's more interested in wine, cheese, biscuits and fine dining than they are in the future of their own country. I must admit at first, I would sink into a state of despair, and having been born into such a time, I thought, why am I here now? Why am I part of a country that does not love itself? Why am I part of a country that creates children such as this that hate who they are, hate their nation? soon discovered the truth for myself. I discovered that the truth was embedded in our very schools, inside our governments even, local councils. It was a pestilence and a plague which manages over time, 15, 20 years, 30 years, it doesn't matter. It's a patient force. It gets inside the places that influence our youngest generations, your children, and makes them like that. But I must admit I am still grateful for their presence here, because it's much easier these days to sit around at home on a Saturday and talk about how hard life is, instead of coming together like we are now and participating in a worthy cause like the love and spirit of our nation. Online I've said once that the truth cannot win simply because it is the truth. If lies have the same amount of influence, or such as the time we currently live in, if lies have all the influence, then lies will dominate public opinion. That is why the truth now needs a champion. Am I that person? I honestly believed that somebody else would stand up. Since I was young, I've been waiting for it. Since I was a young person, in my pockets of despair, I thought to myself, when is someone just going to stand up and tell it how it is? When is someone going to stand up and say, I'm sick of this politically correct rubbish? I was sick of being told I'm a sexist because I think men are stronger than women, or I'm a racist because I don't want my country flooded with third world immigrants. I was sick of hearing it all. I thought, why can't I voice my opinion? And as I waited, time went on, and I discovered for myself that nobody was going to stand up. Everybody was too content and distracted. And so I thought, bugger it, I'll do it myself. And so that's why I'm here now. Regarding the faith of Islam, I must admit I'm not an expert on the matter, such as many of the other boys in my group are. However, what I do know is that a faith is something that cannot be defeated with mathematical weapons. A faith can only be defeated by another faith. A faith just as spiritual, just as strong, just as dedicated as the enemy. And the faith that we need now is the faith of our nation. The faith that we need is already inside of us, and we feel it, we know it. You know what I'm saying to you is true. You feel like you're part of something here now. You can feel the energy around you. All you need to do is give in, open yourself up to it. And that is the faith that will defend our great country against this foreign faith of Islam. And it's becoming more than obvious that our so-called people's representatives in the Houses of Parliament are much more interested in holding office and taking home their monthly salary than they are in representing the will of the people. This is made clear by the fact that they do not present themselves in the public. This is a gathering of Australian people, of Australian voters, Democrats. And so where are these parliamentarians? Where is Mr. Abbott? They don't care about what you think, they just care about preserving their current position in this corrupt house of babblers. And so, parliamentarianism is no defence against the foreign faith. They can't help you. Only you can help yourselves. All you must do is follow us, watch our videos, hear us speak, and open up your hearts. It's not a difficult thing to do. All we represent is the old Australian values. And what are they? They are love, honour, mateship, tolerance, all the things our forefathers died for. is going to happen in this country unless you yourselves make it happen. I'm not going to present to you a magical cure for increased Muslim immigration, for terrorism. These things aren't going to go away overnight just because you come to a rally like this. You've got to keep coming. You've got to keep fighting. You've got to never give up, no matter what is thrown in front of you. Remember always, if you take away only one thing from what I'm saying to you now, take this home with you. That your nation is not what you're standing on. It's not a pile of mud out in the ocean somewhere that you live on. That's what these people are taught in school. That's what they think a nation is. They think a nation's a flag on a stick. But your nation lives inside you. It flows through your veins. It is in your spirit. Never forget it. And always remember the strength, the honour, and the motion that makes us who we are. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Thank you.
First of all, I have to put the microphone down. Now, just before I start speaking, can someone get a box of Homo-Matic and throw it into that fucking crowd and fill it with a water can?
I need a shower!
It'd be worth it to put up with that skill. We all know why we are here today. Now, I sat at home, I watched the news, I listened to people whinge at work, whinge in the pub. No matter where I went, people whinged about the problem. No one would stand up. No one. I got so frustrated, you had no idea what that is like. As I looked over at England, Sweden, Greece, France, countries being torn apart by the rise of Islamic immigration. No-go areas in England, where white British can't even walk in their own country. And here I am watching it come closer and closer to home. I felt like an angry wolf with its teeth bared. I became full of hate because no one was doing anything. But I had to realise that I could not fight an enemy like this with hate. I had to fight an enemy like this with the love that is in my heart for Australia. Because when you feel yourself full of hate, you lose who you are as a human being. You have to remember, you do this and you fight for this nation because the love you have for your family and the love you have for this country that you live in. Look at the crowd standing here today. I remember, I've been in this movement for 7 years now. And I remember sometimes we'd have a rally and only get 20 people. This man down here, we stood against 500 Muslims in Lidcombe in Sydney at the Hizb ut-Tahrir conference. 20 of us. They come out and tried to run across the road, smash our heads in because we had an opinion that was different to theirs. The police put us back on a train and sent us home. They said our lives were in danger. But when we got home, we thought, at least we fucking stood for something. Now, I don't know about you, but for those of you out there that have children, I want you to pick your children up and look them in the eyes. Because your children carry on your lineage. Your children carry on who you are. Your children carry on your bloodline, and they are the love that is in your heart. And when you are gone, what you teach them is what they will continue on to their children and their children after that. So we have to look and we have to rise up as a patriotic force. And these people over here who are nothing but traitors. Traitors! Traitors! We're here, we're going to grow!
unfortunately not doing what they can do. We want everybody to get over the side. Please don't leave their souls. It's not going to pick you off. They represent the most brutal instincts of humanity, which are laziness and cowardice. This is why they stick together in large groups. It's the base nature of any animal. If you watch a herd being picked off by predators, it's the same. So remain together, especially if you're a woman or an elderly person. Please don't go anywhere by yourself. Thanks to Legal Australia for setting this whole thing up, and I wish you all the very best. Thanks very much to all the boys here. But I hope that I can be heard by the people over there. And what I want to say to them is also surprisingly a word of thanks. I can appreciate people who today are, despite all the influence, all the destruction, still politically active to a certain extent. And it does warm my heart to see that there are so many young people ready and willing to take to the streets to fight for something they believe in, whether or not I agree with it. I know that they say as soon as something right is admitted on that side, no one understands what I'm trying to say. But what I am trying to say is that all these people over there are still Australians in their hearts. They're just deluded and lost. And that is why it is for us as a movement not to destroy these people, but to convert them. The first mission of any really national patriotic movement is actually to win back our youth that have been misguided. It's easy enough if you stick at it over time. It just requires consistency. No one is truly lost forever. Everyone must have a chance of redemption. We are a movement of forgiveness. If we said to our members, show me your past, if there's some things you've done that we don't like, then you're not allowed to be a part of our movement. What kind of movement would we be? Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Now, I am not a Christian, I'm not a practicing Christian, but I can certainly appreciate the moral traditions behind the faith. It is built on love and tolerance. And we will tolerate these people, but if they attack us, you can be sure that we'll fight them right back. Yeah! Now, I'd like to pass you on very quickly to Mr. Daniel Harrier. The Laws of Australia Party. Please give him a warm welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to stand with UPF for this particular rally to say one thing. These guys are not racist. Reclaim is not racist. I'm the president of Rise Up Australia Party. I'm not Reclaim, I'm not UPF, I'm Australian. Today we stand here as Australians to unite to keep Australia Australian for generations to come. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! I'm sick, I'm tired of putting politicians, politically correct politicians who have no backbone to stand up for their own countrymen. It's time for Australia to rise up, not with violence, but with peace, to stand up and say, enough is enough. You come here, become a part of the country. If you don't like this country, go back to where you came from. This is not white Australia. This is Australia. And you call these guys a racist. They asked me to speak. I'm my black fellow. But I'm Australian. We oppose Nazi ideology, but we love the Germans. We oppose communist philosophy, but we love the Russians. We oppose Islamic teachings, but we love the Muslims. I lived in Saudi Arabia. I was forced to watch 3 people getting beheaded. Sharia law has no place on Australian constitution. Multiculturalism will not work in Australia. My multi-ethnic Australia is what we need. Let me tell you why. For Islam, culture is culture, religion and law. It's not only culture. So you cannot bring your cultural practices into our culture because we don't believe in free wives, we don't believe in female genital mutilation, we don't believe in teenage brides, we don't believe in Sharia law, we don't believe in women having less rights than a man. We believe in fair democracy, freedom of speech. These are fundamental values in Australia, and we will stand and fight to protect these values that our forefathers fought for, that we will fight so that our sons and daughters who have the same rights 20 years from now, that Australia will be kept Australian. I don't trust the US Congress, I don't trust the British Parliament, I don't trust 20 nations, parliaments and governments, and I told them this one message: if you don't stand up now, you'll lose your very freedom and democracy that you had in your country. France has 754 Islamic Sharia zones where a white person cannot walk on those streets, they get beaten up. Do you want a Sharia zone in Australia? No! Then stand up now, before it's too late. Australia, the message is very clear. You come here, embrace our way of life. If you think where you come from is better than where you're coming to, shut up, pack up and get out. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie! Oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oi, oi, oi! Thank you. Thanks guys. Now, we're going to exit the same house. But before we do, I just want to spread a few more thanks to the Victoria Police. Today they had to be away from their homes and their families to come out here to keep these so-called anti-fascists back. They shouldn't have to. Why can we not attend the public area and speak our mind? So thanks very much to the police. Let's give them a hand. Make sure you donate to the Blue Shield appeal. Now please, I'd like you all to bunch together, stay close, and the same way that we came in this way, is the plan, the way we just plan for exit.
We go to the pub!
Remain where you are for the time being, we're going to work our way out of here. I would personally like to go through them myself. Thanks for coming everybody, thank you. Say a few words.
Hello, Australians. I'd like to say a few things about the Kemba in Australia. Everyone knows me, everyone's seen me and what I've been through. What you don't know is what actually really happened and what really happens in the Kemba. I go down there every time and I try and film what happens, and you cannot get in that area and get out and being attacked by Muslims. It is a fact. I was arrested by a Muslim police officer. Right? I was refused bail by a Muslim police officer for being attacked by Muslims. I was then kept in jail by a Muslim prosecutor. Now, a Muslim that broke the police officer's arm in 2 places got granted bail by a Muslim police officer. Right? He has still not even been charged, and he broke a police officer's arm in 2 places. The guy's still not on duties. He also assaulted a female police officer, and he got given bail. I didn't get a chance to touch one fucking hair on one fucking body. Now I got put down for 6 weeks. Just walking down the street. This is what we're living in now, and I'm telling you now, it is true. And every time I've tried to get in there and get the footage and get out and show the Australian public, I'm fucking bashed. Now I go in there by myself and one other person, because if I go down there with 10 or 20 people, I know what's going to happen. And I challenge everyone here to go there, get your friends. I hope one day we can take a group, take a force down there and see what happens. The police cannot control that area. It is now out of control. I can guarantee you cannot go in that area by yourself wearing an Australian flag. I even had a Muslim police officer tell me that the Australian flag on my shirt was offensive in the area. This is what happened. This is where we are living in. I guarantee you this is true. Alright, and I'm trying my hardest to show the people, but unfortunately they're put me in jail, and this is going to continue to happen to patriots who stand up. Now, I'm not the man I used to be. I once was a big patriot where I'd go out there and I'd go headstrong in and I didn't care. I don't care if I die for my country. Alright? The lies that are really getting perpetrated on the media, alright, is got to stop. And the only way we can stop it is by smashing the left. Alright? We need to smash this left-wing media corruption that's going on. The media aren't telling the truth. The Q&A, the ABC, is the most left-wing bigoted fucking program I've ever seen in my life. Alright? It has to stop. But only we as people can make it stop. You've got to email, you've got to call. Alright? Enough is enough. We are going to lose our country and we are losing towns in Sydney. We have lost towns in Sydney. I can show you, you can't get in there and get out, we're getting bashed by Muslims. Alright, and that's a fact. Alright? I just wanted to tell people what actually happened. I'm still going to court cases. I'm still suing the police for the time I spent in jail. Alright, and this is still going on. And the Muslim that assaulted us, assaulted a police officer, still hasn't been charged. So look, I'm so happy he is there today to speak the sermon. All the UPF boys, I love them to death. All the reclaim people, you know, they're doing a fantastic job getting all this off the ground. You know, when I got out of jail, I seen all this happening, and it made me feel that my time in jail wasn't for nothing. So, you know, I'm so happy everyone is here, and keep on coming, guys. Keep on fighting. Thanks, guys.
I've got something very important to say. Let's go to the pub!
Appreciate it.